Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's almost not morning anymore. Hi, Peyton. How are you? Thank you for being here. We're just going to give it a second to let the notifications go out as per usual. Let me check and make sure my volume's good. Hey, LJ. Yep, volume is good. How are you, LJ? Thank you for being a member. All right, we're just going to give it a few more seconds. I got my other phone pulled up so I can see all y'all's comments. All right. So, guys, since the last time we talked, it's been a little bit of mess going on here, there, and everywhere. And we're going to talk about some of it. But before we do, we're going to talk about some Halloween scary movies because y'all know this is my time of year. And it's not only because I'm a Libra, it's because I love horror movies and just Halloween in general. So, this week I watched the new Halloween movies with Michael Myers and the what's her name? Jamie, not Jamie Strode. Um Jamie Lee Curtis. So those movies, they're pretty good. They got a lot of action, a lot of very hard, horrible kills. And I'm not going to give y'all any spoilers unless you particularly ask for them. But Michael Myers' ass is basically grass in this last movie. So it was really good. Um, I did hear that there is a clause in the guy who created the Michael Myers series, he made a clause years ago saying that they could never actually kill Michael Myers. And the guy has passed away. And since his son is the owner of the franchise now, and the son also has that written into his contract that they can never really actually fully kill Michael Myers. So even though it seems like he's dead from the last movie, I mean, I don't see how the fuck he could come back from that. But, they've done it before. In H2O, they chopped his goddamn head off and he came back from that because it wasn't really him. It was somebody that he had put into his suit and put into his mask and taped his mouth up so he couldn't talk. And they thought it was Michael, but it wasn't. So the wrong guy got his fucking head chopped off. So I wouldn't be surprised if they take this same route in bringing him back. Because as I said, technically, legally, they can't kill him. Ain't that some shit? Roxy, hey Roxy, hey Chipper. Roxy said it was great. Yeah, it was good, Roxy. A lot of action, a lot of hardcore kills. So today, what I'm going to watch after I get off of here, if nobody's popping no shit on YouTube, I'm going to watch The Devil's Rejects, Rob Zombie 1 and 2. Now, y'all know Rob Zombie also did the Halloween series. And if I had to pick which ones are my favorite Michael Myers impersonations, my favorite Halloween movies are the ones created by Rob Zombie. In my opinion, Rob Zombie is a fucking horror genius. I love all the movies he does. Lords of Salem is really good too, but of course my favorites are The Devil's Rejects 1 and 2. I was really, really surprised when he came out with part 2 because if you've seen part 1, it kind of ends like with them all seemingly dead, but apparently not. So I'm really excited to revisit The Devil's Rejects. I haven't seen them in like 2 years. I didn't watch them last year, so I'm really excited for that after we get off of here today. So what are you guys watching as far as scary movies, horror movies? Are y'all watching anything? I still have on my list of stuff to watch Hocus Pocus Part 2. I'm really excited for that, but I do want to go back and I'm going to watch Hocus Pocus Part 1 first. Even though I did rewatch Alexander Rogers' Hocus Pocus review that he did. I can't remember if he did it last year or the year before, but it was great. Y'all know how Alex does. So maybe I'll just go and watch his review one more time before I watch Hocus Pocus 2 and then I can skip the movie. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so since that stuff is out of the way, we are going to get directly into the beef sector shit, the reason you niggas is here. So, first thing in my notes, I wrote them down. I didn't do audio notes this time. So first thing that I see that I took was that, hey Andrea, hey Stephanie, how are you? First thing I seen in my notes was that ZX, when I was listening to his video, y'all know him and Fi is beefing, right? So I'm kind of keeping up with it. I haven't listened to every hour of every word that all of them have said, but I've listened to a decent amount of it to get the gist of what's going on. So one thing I did hear and that stuck out to me is that ZX during his video said that he sent Fi an NDA for QB to sign during the alleged CPS debacle that they went through. Did y'all know about that? That shit was shocking to me that he sent her an NDA to try to have QB sign it just in case the shit got out of hand and their relationship broke apart. I wonder, did QB know about this shit? Like, that shit was shocking to me, bitch. Okay, so the next thing that I took as far as notes is that grown folks, he showed evidence, allegedly, because we don't know if these text messages are fabricated or what, because, I wouldn't put it past that nigga to fabricate text messages, but he showed a text message that is alleging for Phi Babe to have doxed DKL to him. Basically, the text message read along the lines of, it gave him DKL's government name, and then she said that she would send him more once she got home from church. I say, bitch, not doxing in the church pews. We ain't doxing in the church pews now, is we? So that shit was shocking to me. I know a lot of y'all don't listen to ZX, and he is a little hard to listen to. Sometimes I have to leave up out of there because I just don't appreciate his tone of voice when he cusses these bitches out. I don't know. It just, like I said previously, it reminds me of when my dad used to yell at me. I don't like that shit, so I'm not sticking around for that shit. He got very much of a dad voice, and no, we ain't going down that fucking road. So, but yeah, child. So the first two notes we just went over, allegedly, according to him, he sent her an NDA for QB to sign. Now, he did not go into specifics on what the hell was in that NDA. Hey, SAPD. So, that was very, very eye-opening. And where the fuck did he get an NDA from? Is this nigga just copying and pasting and printing shit off the internet? Because we know these are some internet printing ass NDA motherfuckers over here. But 5 showed text messages that show ZX asking for DKL's info. C6. Okay, see, I didn't see that part, LJ. So thank you for the clarification. And he conveniently omitted that part from what he showed. Isn't that something? You see how these niggas be doing? So thank you for the clarification, LJ, because they be trying to pull it, child. Also, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but to me, it seems like he is trying to pull a reverse move on her, because when his first video, he kept reiterating that she lied on me. She lied on me. And we know that's one of the things that Phi Babe, back in the day, that was one of her things. Like, she would claim that people were lying on her and her daughter. Y'all remember that shit? It used to trip me out because it reminded me of Evelyn Lozada. If y'all ever watched Basketball Wives, y'all know Evelyn Lozada was always in some shit, and it involved her and her daughter. She would always say it like that. And after a certain point, I even almost started to say the shit like Evelyn, like me and my daughter. Hey, Bertha May. How are you? Hope you're doing well. And I'm with you, Bertha May. Biden better not send another fucking dime over there till he cut us another check. I'm with you, Bertha May. I've been waiting for your ass so I could tell you I agree. So, back to the shit. So, I just noticed that GX, he jumped off the motherfucking porch trying to pull a Phi on Phi, talking about she lied on him. She lied on him. Well, whatever lie it was that she allegedly told on you, it didn't really hold much weight because you're the only one screaming that. That's not a talking point for anybody else out here. Nobody else out here is running around screaming that she lied on you. So maybe you're the only one who sees it that way. Next on the list was the shit with Tracy, Carlos, and Corey. Did y'all see that shit? I don't know if she deleted the video or if she put it on members only. Did y'all see Corey and Carlos over there fighting? Fisticuffs, bitch. Shaking the single wide, bitch. Bertha May says ZX just want to click in the view, blah, blah, blah. Girl, you better say that shit again, Bertha May. And, it'll work for a little while, but I would foresee him losing support left, right, and center because the people who were still over there supporting him were pretty much a decent amount of her people. And after this, they're not going to support him. And Jay Wilson's people ain't going to go over there and fucking support him. Oh, before we get into this Tracy, Carlos, Corey thing, let's talk about this Jay Wilson and GX and this apology thing. So in my notes on the day of, I typed in my notes that Passa forgives ZX, but didn't that nigga get him fired? These are my exact notes that I wrote down. Passa forgives ZX, but didn't that nigga get him fired? Called the job? So ZX is forgiven, but Jay Dunn isn't. And I was taking these notes directly after my last live. Now, as I'm taking these notes and listening to ZX, Seven went live, and Seven dropped her link, and Jay Dunn came up on Seven's link, and Jay Dunn said the exact same fucking thing that I had taken notes for 20 minutes previously. Jay Dunn made the point that, okay, so ZX is the one who called his job, but he forgives him, but he won't forgive me for doxing his number. And I did make that observation as well, but I was a little short-sighted, and Jay Wilson finished that thought off for me. Jay Wilson made statements, and he said, yes, I have forgiven ZX because he apologized. Jay Dunn has yet to fucking apologize. So why would I forgive her for some shit that she never apologized for? And I agree with Jay Wilson on that. I do agree with Jay Wilson on that. And that was as far as I got in Seven's video, because y'all know I don't do no motherfucking Jay Dunn. Even if the bitch is making good points, I cannot do that bitch in her fucking squeaky voice and her all about me attitude. So I had to leave up out of there. I did swing back around to see if the bitch was gone, and she was still up there. So that was it for me in that video. Sorry, Seven girl. That bitch killed that shit for me. I don't fuck with that bitch in no kind of way. I can't even stand her voice. The shit's like nails on a goddamn chalkboard. Totally, utterly disgusting. It just makes my stomach fucking lurch and churn. But whatever. So, let me get back to because I took all these notes in order of shit that I was watching. So we're going to swing back around to Tracy and Carlos and Corey real quick. And then we might pass over this whole ZX thing again. Because like I said, I took notes in order. I'm going to read them bitches in order for the most part. So I wrote down that Carlos, at this point, Tracy's husband, if y'all saw that video of him and Corey fighting in the house, well, it wasn't even a fight. It was like a battered situation. Like Carlos was getting his ass beat left, right, and center and hadn't even put his dukes up. Like Carlos never put his dukes up, and Corey was ready to rip that nigga's head off. Corey was around there hopping up and down like a fucking Easter bunny. And at one point, Corey was standing on his tippy toes so he could yell at Carlos like eye to eye. The shit was fucking hilarious. It was tippy toes, it was chest bumping, it was hopping like the Easter bunny. It was toxic masculinity and peacocking and just weird ass bravado flying all up and through that single wide. Bitch, that shit was crazy. Like I said, I don't know if she took the video down or not, but y'all know I recorded it, right? So if y'all want to see it and she took it down, just let me know in the comment section. I'll shoot y'all a motherfucking link to the unlisted video. Because you know I recorded it, right? And you know me and my bitches gagged down on that shit in the background, right? But the main point to all this big speech that I'm giving is that Carlos has evidence of an abused spouse. We see the shit clear as day. We see her pulling knives and guns, etc., out on this man. And we don't see him doing anything as far as being violent physically toward. We don't even hear him calling her a bitch. We hear him like trying to reason with her while she's calling him a bucket of bitches. If anything truly tragic ever happens around there to that single wide, Carlos may be exonerated because we have physical, video, audio evidence of him not ever being the aggressor. Not as far as I can see. If y'all done seen something different, let me fucking know. Chipper said, please, the king of unhinged, Jay Wilson, he's so weak and scary, pathetic. The king of unhinged? Really? We've only really seen Jay Wilson kick down his door and run up off his porch like maybe 2 or 3 times, Chipper. So I wouldn't really consider him the king of unhinged. Jay Wilson is looking for a man to help him fight fire, babe. I don't know why. I don't know why he need another man to stand shoulder to shoulder with him to fight fire. Jay Wilson, he got it on his own. Them two, they're pretty, they're pretty evenly yoked when it comes to the gag and the drag. So I don't think he needs any help. And why would he be looking for help from ZX, a nigga who's not even from here? Like, that nigga don't even have the full history. Like, that nigga was playing stupid, crazy, and dumb when people were trying to tell him the stuff that Phi Babe had done when they first kind of hooked up. So, so what would he need him for? Ooh, girl, Bertha May. You better be careful, Bertha May, because they got AKs and butcher knives and all kind of shit over there. Bertha May, bitches, you the one who got the pocketbook? Is you the one who he was trying to get that Coach bag and them stinking ass tennis shoes too, girl? Don't tell me you wear 12 and a half like Tracy. He was trying to push them stinking ass tennis shoes off on you, Bertha May. You better not tell me. Hey, Castro, how are you? My aunt records everything and puts it on flash drive for me. All right. Chipper, y'all got a family affair going on over here in the beef sector. Nigga, let me find out. Let me find out, Chipper. So okay, so the last note that we kind of talked about was the one that said that Pastor forgives ZX, but didn't that nigga get him fired? Ooh, Bertha say, no, I don't do no 1964 Coach. So, I mean, and the apology from ZX was real weak and lackluster. Kwani made observations that the nigga didn't actually apologize for anything specific. It was just a blanket statement apology. But the funny part of that shit is, if y'all ever go back and look at that video again, listen to that apology part. The part that really picked up on me, the part that I keyed into, was Jay Wilson's acceptance of the apology. Now, Jay Wilson did say that he had done some things to ZX as well, but if you notice, Jay Wilson did not fucking apologize. And the way Jay Wilson accepted that, oh shit, hey Krista, how are you? Girl, blast from the past. How are you, Krista? I miss you. I hope that baby is doing well. He is adorable. Okay, so what was I saying? Jay Wilson and hold on, let me back my audio up real quick because y'all know I get throwed off. Hold on. Real quick because y'all know. So, I mean, and the apology from the part that really picked up on me, the part that I keyed into, was Jay Wilson's acceptance of the apology. Now, Jay Wilson did But if you notice, Jay Wilson did not fucking apologize. Okay, so we were at the part where I was saying Jay Wilson didn't apologize. Not only did he not apologize, his acceptance of the apology was real. It was lackluster. It was given, yeah, I forgive you, nigga, but I don't expect for you to continue to be a decent person. So it just seemed like Jay Wilson felt like ZX was only saying the shit to, I don't know, appease some people. Like he really didn't mean the apology because, as other people out here have said, the best apology is changed behavior, and we know that is not going to happen with GX. We know he is not going to show changed behavior in his opinion of the LGBTQ community. So what the fuck is the apology even for? The reason you even went after Jay Wilson like that in the beginning, it seems to be, is because he was gay and because he had the nimbus and because you were trying to clout chase or whatever. How'd that work out for you? So, like I said, even if those two do apologize and kumbaya or whatever the fuck with each other, none of Jay Wilson's people are going over there to your channel. None of them. Because they don't fuck with you, and they didn't fuck with you in the beginning. Yep, Andrea said exactly. He still feel the same way. That's how I feel about it, Andrea. So he could have kept his goddamn apology. I mean, I'm not really a bitch to be accepting laissez-faire ass apologies. No way. So I never would have accepted that. But Jay Wilson is a man of divinity, a man of God. I don't know. I guess maybe he has to accept an apology. Because could you imagine like a preacher or a pastor not accepting somebody's apology? Like that will probably make more ripples through the sector than him accepting the apology. So technically he had to. I ain't no fucking preacher, so I ain't got to accept no piss ass apologies like that. So, I will give Jay Wilson a little taint to the benefit of the doubt because of his position in the church. I miss that face every morning, my little red, white-headed Rican baby. Oh. Yes, I am, Krista. And thank you for stopping in, girl. All right, so let's see what else we got on the list. So I wrote down in some of my observations that from where I'm sitting, when ZX came into this sector, he did everything he could to play the position of a lapdog for Phi Babe. He did. And now he's pissed because she used him as an attack dog. And I'm like, well, nigga, a dog is a dog. Hey, T. Danielle, how are you? Oh, Chipper say that 5'4" fentanyl patch wearing old slow nigga thing. Thanks to Ryder Pigs. No, Chipper. Ryder Pigs will come to his fuck shit channel. Chipper, I cannot stand you. In the way you string these fucking words together. Lord Jesus, Ryder Pigs. Oh my God. I will say one part of I did bust out laughing at GX the other day. And he was talking about Kimmy. I think it was like a day before this whole thing popped off on him and Phi Babe. He was talking about Kimmy and he put her picture up there, but he had her face superimposed with a pig. Bitch, I squalled because shit caught me off guard. Like, y'all know how DKL be taking people's pictures and putting, like, Santa Claus shit on Jay Wilson and, like, big earrings and wigs and lipstick and shit on Mother. That nigga GX put the pig face on Kimmy and I about fell out my fucking chair. I was not expecting that. And bitch, if you know, you know. But ooh, that shit took me out. I laughed for a good 5 minutes off of that. So I'm gonna give him one clap for that. All right, so let's see. So the next note that I took was that Tracy was over there posting shit and defending Phi Babe. And then I wrote, wow. Now, these notes were taken before Phi Babe made her statements of olive branch to Tracy. Now, I haven't watched any of Tracy's videos as of late, so I don't know what her response to the olive branch statements were. But either way it goes, I don't like it, bitch. I don't like it. But y'all know I don't like when people make up anyway, because at this point, like, we y'all have done so much to each other. Like, why is there even a space open for reconciliation? CPS calls, drive by the houses, all kind of, like, why is there even a space open for reconciliation at this point? At this point, neither one of you bitches should trust the other as far as you can throw them. At this point, fuck a reconciliation. If anything, if you want to do something, just what is the shit? Order a ceasefire would be more palatable as opposed to reconciliation. Now, like I said, I don't know if Tracy has heard it. Well, I'm sure she's heard it because people have talked about it. But I don't know if she's made any statements, if she's open or willing or whatever, whatever. I don't like it. It's going to cause a rift between both of the camps. People aren't going to be happy about it because us long-term watchers know that too much has been done on both sides for a proper reconciliation. And the trust is gone at this point. What is the purpose of reconciling with someone and the trust is gone? You know you can't talk to this person over text message because they're probably screenshotting your shit. You know you can't talk to this person over the phone because they're probably recording your audio. You know you can't talk to this person over, I mean, so what is the purpose? Because you can't trust this person, and trust is number one in any relationship. So I would suggest that they put the kibosh on any reconciliation and just order a fucking ceasefire at this point. You don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you. I won't even look your way, you don't look my way. Girl, LJ, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say girl. LJ said a Tracy and Phi Babe alliance that will shake the sector, and not in a good way, LJ, not in my opinion, because people are going to be pissed. Like, people are still blocked from both of their pages for fighting for the other person. There are Tracy supporters who are still blocked years later on Phi Babe's page for fighting for Tracy. If those two make up and all these people are still fucking blocked, how does that make them feel? I'm sitting over here blocked because I was helping you fight a bitch who was fucking with you, and now you cool with this bitch. And if you've been in the beef sector long enough, you've been in that position. You've been in the position to where you are a block supporter because you went over there fighting for somebody's honor, and now whoever you were fighting for is back cool with this motherfucker who got you blocked. I learned my lesson real early around here about shit like that. I ain't fighting for none of these bitches. Everybody over here got a big enough mouth to fight for their motherfucking self. I'll give an opinion on a situation. Oh, shit. I dropped my table. I'll give an opinion on a situation, but I ain't fighting for no bitch and getting blocked for no bitch just for you to make up with this motherfucker next week. Like, Kimmy and MU is a perfect example of that shit. How many people have been blocked because of Kimmy and MU's disagreements with each other, only to see them bitches making up and on each other's panels the next day? And here you are sitting blocked. Hey, View. Hold on, y'all. Hey, Courtney, Miss D. Hey, Chris G. LJ said Tracy blocked me when I put eyes in her chat. Yeah, I bet that bitch ain't doing that shit no more. Y'all noticed when she came back with her new page, that bitch came back with a new attitude, right? Hey, Dirty Church Shoes, how are you? And thank you so much again, Dirty Church Shoes. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you so, so much. So, like I said, them getting back together is going to piss more people off than it's going to bring people together, in my opinion, because too much has been done. People's opinions are pretty much set on both of them. Either you like them or you don't. Either you think they're funny or you don't. And I wouldn't do it. I'm surprised that Five Baby even put a fucking olive branch out. But it seems like it is some type of plot or plan or play or whatever she's running. So it's probably not 100% genuine anyway. Cause y'all know they think they fucking master manipulators over here. All right, let me see what else. So did y'all see ZX was over there slobbering over Kwani as of late, which is fucking ridiculously crazy. Like, damn, nigga, how lonely are you? You over there slobbering and foaming at the mouth over over nephew. Shout out to mother. That raises eyebrows and questions in itself. But GX, see, that's because the nigga ain't from here. He had that picture over there of that Kwani lookalike with her leg cocked up on the cussing pastor. Y'all remember that shit? The bitch looked like Kwani all in the face, giving real, very much like horse, monkey, gorilla hybrid in the face. And she had her leg cocked up on the fucking cussing pastor with her ass all out. So because GX wasn't here when that shit was floating around, he really thought that shit was Kwani. And this nigga was over here foaming at the mouth, at the booty, and at the body. He ain't say nothing about that face. He damn sure didn't scroll up and show that face. But it just goes to show how stupid these niggas is coming over here fighting and doing things and using information that they have no idea about because you wasn't here, nigga. I do appreciate the B sector though, because his chat was pretty full, but nobody was really talking. And ain't now one of y'all bitches dropped down to tell him, nigga, that's not Kwani. Kwani had to tell him on her own, that's not me. That was some shit that Deanna posted when me and her was beefing 3 years ago. Ooh, Bertha said Kwani blocked me too. Girl, you know they all got me blocked. I've been blocked from them bitches. Tracy came back on her new page and blocked me before I even had a chance to call her a dog loud enough. I hadn't even said nothing and that bitch blocked me. I think when Tracy came back on her new page, she knew who she was blocking off rip. Bitch, and I was in the first way. I'm like, for what? Bitch, I don't even be going that hard on you. And I'm a dog lover at the end of the day, but whatever. Whatever. Maybe it was because I threatened to send that bitch kibbles and bits coupons. Maybe that was it. Hey, Leak You. Let me see what Dirty Church Shoes saying. You're welcome, Thotty. I appreciate you. I need the laughs that you provided. Oh, thank you so much, Dirty Church Shoes. Thank you so, so much. Bertha. Bertha say, fuck Tracy Musty Tail. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't know if I said hey, but hey, Leak You. Girl, I am. I'm a dog lover, but that don't mean I won't roll up a newspaper and bop that bitch across the skull a couple of times. Because dogs must know their place. I think that's what Jay Wilson be doing when he be over there tussling with Lyric and putting the shit on mute. He probably got a little piece of rolled up newspaper over there. He be bopping po Lyric. But Rico taught us that you better bop your goddamn pets on mute and on dark screen because they will call the people on your ass. I believe that's what he over there doing. He be over there in the dark screen bopping po Lyric with the newspaper. Dirty Church should say Kwani got me blocked. The Mutt got me blocked. Kojik's shirt and tie. Mr. LLL got me blocked. Shit, I know there's more. I'll be over here listening to motherfuckers and family members of mine be like, oh, type this in the chat. Type that in the chat. I can't be like, I ain't typing nothing in the chat, bitch, because they got me blocked. I've been blocked. You know, my mouth motherfucking reckless. I am a little upset about the Tracy block though, because I like for my blocks to really fucking, I like for the shit to make an impact. Like, I want to say some crazy, outrageous, mean shit to you to make you block me. I just don't want you just to block me off the rip because you know it's coming, bitch. But that's okay. And Tracy is stupid. That bitch be over there smiling and laughing and all in my troll page face. Because you know, any real YouTuber got a fucking troll page. So anytime I'm over dragging somebody's ass on my troll page, oh, Tracy can't get enough of it. Oh, she's laughing. She's atting me. I'm like, bitch, you got no fucking idea. I could turn this motherfucking phone on your ass real quick, dog. But whatever. We done got off into a tangent, child. Let's get back to the notes. Hey, Storm. Y'all out there with the troll pages know. Y'all be in the chat and the motherfucker who can't stand you or got you blocked be your best friend on a different page. All right, let me scroll. Oh, so the last one we was talking about before we went off onto the tangent, the last note that I was talking about was, it states that the pic GX was slobbering over is not Kwani. Kwani is shaped like a young Opie Griffith. And we all know that. Now, somebody needs to send him that picture of Kwani in that fucking stripper outfit. That dress with the sides and shit cut out. And she leaning against the wall trying to stick her ass out. But it ain't nothing but bones and skin and cloth. Somebody need to send him that picture, because that's the real fucking Kwani. Ain't no booty cheek meat. Ain't no titty meat. Ain't no meat nowhere. It's just basically fucking Opie Griffith. Y'all know who Opie Griffith is, right? That's Andy, little boy. The little white red-headed boy. Y'all know I'm talking about, right? Them niggas. That's who she shaped like. Now that ugly lookalike that had her leg up on the cussing pastor was a step up from the real Kwani, to say the least. Hey, Brooklyn Star. Bitch, you know we be over here fucking clowning. All right, so let me see what the next notes say. I put 7 had a great live about the GX and Phi thing until Jake Dunn came on and ruined it for me. We talked about that earlier. Okay, so the next note that I have, I heard that Snoop and Misunderstood was fighting over that nigga DK again. Now, I really didn't get into the first fight with them bitches over that nigga, because that's Black Sector shit. And yeah, they may be fighting, but the thing with the Black Sector is they fight, but there are no laughs to be had. Like, watching ZX's video, I didn't laugh at all. With that shit with him and Phi, I didn't laugh at all. And if anything, there were more parts that were fucking cringe to me, if anything. When I listen to Vic or any of them Black Sector niggas, even Cookie, there are no laughs to be had at all. And they can gag you sometimes, say some outrageous shit to have you be like, damn, bitch. But no laughs to be had. Y'all some of the boringest, driest fighting motherfuckers I ever met in my life. Like, where is the giggle? Where is the gag? Where is the intelligent drag? Like, I don't know. They just don't have that comedic bone in their body over there. They got the fight, but they ain't got the laugh to go with the fight. And I need both, bitch. I'm spoiled. Beef Sector got me spoiled. We all spoiled. Oh, Brooklyn Star said Jake is living on people's lives. I really wish that people would stop letting that bitch up. You know, every now and again, Jake goes into hibernation and we don't hear from that bitch for a couple of months. Aren't we like 3 weeks due for the hibernation, bitch? Isn't it getting cold outside? Shouldn't you be right here collecting nuts and dates and trying to beef your fucking weight up so you can crawl into your cave for the winter, bitch? Because I'm about sick of you, Jake. I'm just saying. Exactly, Bertha. Bertha say, right, I'm here for the funny shit, not the dark shit. Courtney said, I agree. That's why I stay in the beef sector. Storm, you and me both. I'm sick of that bitch and her voice. If I ever get my fucking hands on her, I'm gonna pour bleach down her throat and try to put the kibosh to that shit. Bitch, you gonna have to learn sign language if I ever put eyes on you, because I'm coming at you with a quart of bleach, bitch. Marked for your throat. Just for that fucking voice. Ugh. Nails on a goddamn chalkboard. Stephanie said, I think they all playing in our faces. Girl. All right, let me see what else I got on here. So I wrote down that Snoop and Misunderstood fighting over that DK nigga again. Now I did see Kimmy was live yesterday, and she had Misunderstood and some other bitches up there, and they was talking about it a little bit. I came into the part where Kimmy was talking about Misunderstood be riding that nigga's face and all kind of weird shit. I left up out of there. I don't want to hear that shit. Who wants to come into a video and hear something about a crackhead meth addict bitch who doesn't wash her ass fucking surfboarding across some old nigga's face? Like, ew. Y'all people out here in the beef sector, y'all are steadily, constantly trying to ruin sex for all of us with these fucking visuals and audios that y'all put out regarding the subject. I'm just saying. All right, so let's see what else. All right, so the next note that I have is that Jay Wilson went live about Phi Babe and QB. Also, both QB and Phi went live about Jay Wilson. QB read Jay Wilson with fresh and new things. Jay Wilson read QB with all old shit. In my opinion, QB won that fight. If you go listen to QB's video and you listen to Jay Wilson's video, everything Jay Wilson said was reiterations, old shit we already heard before. QB read that nigga on current events, how he is currently acting, the current situation, current. So, in my opinion, QB won that fight. QB dropped the motherfucking mic, and I was here for it. I listened to about 20 minutes of Jay Wilson's video. Once he got to about the 40th and again, bitch, I was gone. Girl, you better say that shit, Bertha May. Jay Wilson was on definite repeat that day. Yes, Stephanie, QB did that shit, and I was here for it. And he ran Jay Wilson down the motherfucking gambit. QB left no crumbs, left no stone unturned, and dropped the motherfucking mic, and I was here for it. And I did take a couple of notes on what QB has said. QB said it's strange how Jay Wilson always wants someone to explain who they are, but he was hiding from himself and won't explain who he is. I said, woo, tracking. That nigga in the tracker got him tracking. Once again, QB said it's strange how Jay Wilson always wants somebody to explain who they are. But Jay Wilson was hiding from himself and still to this day will not explain himself. I said, oh, bitch. Now, there's some new shit we ain't never really heard people say to or about Jay Wilson. Now, people have probably said it a little different kind of way, but not like that. Jay Wilson didn't give QB nothing like that. Jay Wilson was giving QB fucking, oh, your kitchen table is the ironing board. Oh, you ain't got no frame around the picture on your wall. Like all this old stupid shit. Nigga been there, done that. If I want to listen to some old shit, I got tapes, VHS tapes of Def Comedy Jam from the 90s. I'll pop that old shit in. But whatever. All right, so the next thing I got on here is that QB said Pastor can't take folk who live in their truth. And if you look at who Jay Wilson really kind of targets, those people, as flawed as they may be, they do live in their truth. QB said Jay Wilson can't take people who live in their truth because that is a foreign concept to him. He never did it. QB also said that he has more respect for Timothy Blaine than he does for Jay Wilson. And Jay Wilson was his vlog father. Once again, QB said that he has more respect for Timothy Blaine than he does Jay Wilson, and Jay Wilson was his vlog father. I said, whoop, bitch. Jay Wilson ain't getting none of this shit over on his live. Once again, it was talk about you ain't got no picture frame and you eating off the ironing board. and somebody broke into your car. Like, what, nigga? Excuse me, guys. So, after that note, I wrote down that he said that PASA don't stand for nothing he stood for in the beginning. And that's one of the reasons why he respects Timothy Blaine more than he respects Jay Wilson, is because that how Jay Wilson was, the things Jay Wilson stood for in the beginning, he doesn't stand for none of that now. He's a totally different person. And I wrote I think the last note that I took on this, nope, not the second to the last note. QB's main message was stop trying to push your agenda onto him. That was his main message, and that was also the title of his video. And he kept coming back around to that main message and making it all tie together. It was a very good video to be like off the top of the head. It was a very good video. So the next note that I wrote, I took a caller on QB's show reported that Pizarro or her husband slipped up and said why she don't ever have any men on her link. Excuse me, guys. Hey, December baby. All right, so once again, a caller on QB's show called in and said that Pizarro have been popped. And she said the reason Pizarro have been popped, she said that, I can't remember because I was taking notes and listening at the same time. Y'all know QB don't have no red ball, so you got to be really quick with the thumbs on QB. So the caller said that either Pizarro or her husband, I don't know which one, slipped up. I think it was the husband. And the husband asked her why she don't ever have no men hit her link. Meaning that Pizarro lied about her husband banning her from talking to straight men online. And that Pizarro came up with that shit all on her own to control other people's platform of who can and who can't click the link while she's up there. Now, if this is true, I believe she did it because she's too sensitive to beef head to head with certain men like Kiki or a GFTV. Now, y'all know we have seen Pizarro completely lose her shit and spaz the fuck out before. I believe that the likes of a Kiki or a GFTV could push her to that limit to where she spazzes the fuck out and loses her shit. And when she does that, it's also a possibility she may say some shit she's not supposed to say. So, yeah, I'm just going to drop that there because that's what one of the callers has said. And I thought that just in case you bitches didn't hear it from over there, you're going to hear it from over here. So, once again, there is no rule from her husband saying that she's not allowed to be on panels with straight men. That's her rule she created, used her husband for it, and she created it so she can control people's platforms. Because y'all know they will not allow straight men up there, or if Pizarro is coming up, they will drop them niggas. Level of control. All right, so the next note that I have on here is that, the next live Jay Wilson did, after his live, he did the QB, and then after another live, he did the Phi Babe. He came live again, and he came live to reiterate that he doesn't care about no one's opinion about the apology. He said this shit about 300 times during that live. I don't care. I don't care. So Jay Wilson came live to reiterate that he doesn't care about no one's opinion about the apology. Well, you know, that's fine and all, but you don't have to care. But the beef sector, we all are going to have an opinion out it, and we all finna talk about it. So since you don't care, I expect that you won't be listening to anybody's opinion about it. So you should have no more complaints after that, right? Since you don't care. Because I'm going to tell you, shit that I don't care about, I don't fucking listen to. I don't care about calculus, so you won't see me watching any videos on calculus because I don't care. So, we'll just put that there. The next note that I took, Jay Dunn. Hold on real quick, y'all. You know what, December baby? No, I did not hear that video about this heat person. Who is this heat person? Is they beef sector or black sector? Because if they black sector, I ain't fucking going over there because there ain't no laughs to be had. Now, I don't like Jay Dunn, but I don't like the bitch enough to be sitting over in somebody else's boring ass live to hear some shit about the bitch and it ain't no laughs to be had. Is it a laugh to be had over there? And is that bitch from us or is she from them? Because if she from them, she ain't getting my click or my view. I'm real territorial about this shit. I am not playing these fucking outsider games. I ain't never liked them black sector motherfuckers. I didn't even like Sir King coming the fuck over here. Oh, you think she beef sector? Okay. I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm gonna have to scroll through that bitch's previous videos to see if she's beef sector, see what the fuck she talking about. Because if I see anything that give me an inkling of black sector or hell sector or whatever the fuck sector, I ain't going. That bitch ain't getting no click and no view from me. I'll have to listen to somebody else who will break that shit down. Okay, beef sector, but no laugh. She's serious. Okay, well, since she beef sector, I'm gonna go and give her a click and a view. I'm territorial, bitch. Hey, Gummy. Facts, no laughs. Okay, well, it depends. I may go over there. I mean, if she's saying a bunch of shit that I already know and think about Jay Dunn, I don't have to listen to it because I already know it and I already think it. She ain't giving me nothing new. We'll see, though. And I ain't never seen that bitch in nobody's chat. I don't know this bitch, where this bitch come from. I don't know. I'm gonna see if anybody shared this shit on their community tabs, blase, blase. I heard people talking about it, but I ain't seen nobody really share it, even though I wasn't looking for it that far. I'll check it out since y'all say she beef sector, but I'm gonna check it out with a squinched eye. Gummy said, "Get over there now." Where's we going now? Get over. Been there past. Okay, who posted it, Gummy? Who community tab do I got to look on? Because if I type in heat in the motherfucking search bar, that bitch page ain't gonna come up. So who community tab I need to go to get the video? Did Pizarro share the shit? Oh, nobody posted her bitch. That mean I don't need to see it. Ain't nobody posted her. Her name is Heat. If I type that shit in the search bar, ain't nothing coming up but a bunch of other shit. So go to Sassy. I ain't subscribed to Sassy either. That bitch ain't funny. Hold on. Let me see if I can even. I don't even know if I type in Sassy, will a bitch come up? Hold on. Let me see. Sassy. You know who the fuck you talk to? I ain't subscribed to that bitch. Sassy. Nope. The first thing that came up on my is Sassy the Sasquatch. I don't think that's her name, is it? Because that's what came up on my search bar when I type in Sassy. Is Sassy the Sasquatch, bitch. What's her full name on YouTube so I can find this bitch? Sassy what? I know James call her ass Sassafras, but I know that's not a name either. I don't even pay that bitch no attention in the chat. She's like a fucking gnat, just annoying in there. Okay, the Sassy Show. Thank you, Gummy Bama. Sassy ain't never said nothing to make me creak my neck twice to look at her or giggle at her or whatever the fuck. That bitch is just there and annoying. Just fucking gnat flying by your goddamn head. No, I type in Sassy Show and the Big Les Show come up. Who the fuck is Big Les? Hold on. Okay, there it go. I was gonna say, the big last show coming. Oh, okay, I see her. I'm like, my phone is refusing to pull this bitch up. All right, so let me see. Let me see. How far down I got to scroll? Y'all know I'm lazy. I ain't finna be scrolling all day. And then 2 months ago, I don't see this bitch posted nothing. Newbie, some other bitch, and this one is from a month ago. So no, it ain't up there no more. I don't see it. It ain't up there no more. These bitches ain't making it easy to get to, so I must not be needing to see it. That's what that tells me. I ain't missing out on shit. Now y'all said it was good, but y'all ain't give me no talking points from the shit, so it must not have been that goddamn good. And like I said, I already don't fucking like Jay Dunn. I already know every problem that bitch got because I've been watching that bitch since we've been on here. I was in Deirdre the other day. Shout out to Loop Loop. She is back, y'all. So I was in Deirdre the other day and I typed in her chat, everybody is telling Jay Dunn that she has some type of mental issue. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. That bitch does not have a mental issue. That bitch has a personality disorder. Those are two different things. Mental issues can be fixed with therapy and medication. Personality disorders are fucking in you. There is no pill to fix narcissism. There is no pill to fix, all these personality disorders that these people have. That is just who you are. It's in you. It should have been beat out of you as a child, if that's even possible. I don't even think that's possible. It's just who you are. This Heat discussed that too. Watch her. Okay. Well, like I said, Jay Dunn does not have a mental disorder. That bitch has a personality disorder that cannot be fixed. It can only be avoided. And the only way to deal with a bitch like that is to completely avoid and ignore her. Avoid it and ignore her. Like, back in the day when people would be fighting in their apartment, like a man and a woman, and people would just walk by and say, that ain't my business. I ain't getting in their business. That's how I do Jay Dunn. That ain't my business. I ain't getting in her business. Fuck that bitch. Give that bitch zero fucking energy. When that bitch clicks your link, let her sit her fat roly-poly ass back there in the back. She'll learn. But no, you niggas is always so gung-ho for a click and a view and a talking point that you'll let her up to spread her bullshit. I don't give that much fuck about no click, no view, no talking point, no nothing. That bitch will sit back there and fucking die if it's up to me. But that's just me. Okay, well, if that's exactly what Heat said verbatim, then I really don't have to listen to it. Because I don't need to hear no other bitch saying the same shit I'm saying. Okay, well, perfect. All right, so everybody's in agreement. Everybody's in agreement. I don't need to go watch it. All right, let me pull up the rest of my notes because y'all niggas done got me sidetracked. Talking about this fucking gentleman Jay Dunn. So the note was that Jay Dunn is so messy. She can't even remember who the fuck she doxed. I think it was over on Brianna's page yesterday. I'm pretty sure most of y'all seen it. But did y'all peep how they basically ran Jay Dunn ass down with the video, timestamps, and everything? Because she's up there lying, saying she's never doxed anyone. Lying, saying she's never doxed anyone. Them bitches in the chat went and got the video and the timestamps. Jay Dunn brings her ass back up there. She's like, well, I didn't remember. Oh, bitch. Big as you is, you got a memory of a fucking elephant. Anybody who even breathes wrong at you, you can remember that shit. But the shit you do to others, you can't remember. That's a fucking lie. That's a lie, a goddamn lie. The truth ain't in you, you big nasty bitch. Okay, so the last note that I have on here was Tracy D was on Rick Reed's page last night. So Rick Reed was live for 11 and a half hours last night. I guess it turned into a drunk live. I was listening to it before I fell asleep in my earbud. And when I woke up, that nigga was still live. My earbud was up near the top of the bed somewhere. And it was music coming out of it. So I think it was either Bree's last video or her video before her last. I think it was her last video. Yeah, it was her last video because after that, then Pizarro went live last night, and then Rick went live, and then I went to sleep. So Tracy D was on Rick's page last night, and Tracy D said that the Judge Mathis show called Demi Looking for Tracy about an emotional distress lawsuit from Phi Babe. Hey, Karina Blackwell. So once again, Tracy D was on Rick Reed's page last night, and she said that the Judge Mathis show called Demi's phone looking for Tracy about an emotional distress lawsuit allegedly from Phi Babe. And Tracy D says that Phi Babe is trying to do her like she tried to do Susie when she tried to take Susie on the Judge Mathis show back in the day. See, that's another thing you wouldn't fucking know about ZX because you wasn't here. Which is another reason you need to leave us the fuck alone, be a watcher, and stop making commentary on what the fuck goes on over here. Like, we don't be making commentary on what the fuck go on over there with them. Not like that. Why is Raggedy Titter Trailer having Riri always talking shit about her mother when Helen May is maggot food and left here destitute? Not destitute, Chipper. Bertha. Oh my God. So you know what, Bertha? I would give it a blah, blah, blah as well, but it seems like that the talk that they were having is new information because, like I said, it's a possibility we may be seeing some of our beef sector people on the big screen. Now, I did fall asleep during Rick Reed's live because it was long as a motherfucker and it was kind of late at night. So I don't know the conclusion if Tracy D is actually going to accept the show appearance or not. The way she was talking before I fell asleep, it seemed like she probably was not going to go on the show with Phi, but I don't know. I don't know how the show works. It seems like the way she was explaining some stuff before I fell asleep, it seems like the show may even pay whatever Phi is suing for. So I don't know. Gun to my head, if I had to choose if Tracy D was going on the show, I would say no. But I did not definitively hear her saying no. If anybody was in here last night that saw that video more than I saw, because like I said, I saw about a good 40 minutes before I dozed off. If anybody heard Tracy D definitively say that she was going or she wasn't going, now was the time to drop it in the chat or forever hold your peace, because we've been on here for an hour and 3 minutes and we're about to get out of here in a minute. But I didn't hear that. So yeah, Bertha May, I love Judge Mathis too. And I feel like Tracy D, okay, she said no. Okay, thank you, Patrice Cunningham, and hello to you. So I feel like Tracy D should go. I do. Because, you know, it'll be great for the sector. It'll give us great exposure, especially if they mention us where this started. It started on the hashtag beef sector on YouTube. You know, if they mention us during the filming, taping, etc., it'll be good for everybody. So for selfish reasons, for the sector, I think they should do it. In reality, I don't think they should do it. And in reality, I don't really see, from what I've seen, I don't see how Phi Babe would have a case for emotional distress. Specifically, if she's going to try to use that alleged video of Tracy D, alleged son, allegedly violating Phi Babe's car. Because that would be a suit for damages, property damage, not emotional distress. But I'm not a lawyer, so what the fuck do I know? I don't know. So in real life, I would say no, that she shouldn't do it. But for the sector, I say, bitch, go for it. Bitch, go for it. You know what, Storm? We are, because somebody somewhere was talking the other day. I can't remember where I was, but somebody was saying that they have been everywhere across all the interwebs, and nothing compares to the laughs and gags and just inside jokes and funny things that we have going on over here in the beef sector. And I concur. Bitch, I've been everywhere and nothing compares to you, beef sector. We are some of the most originally funny, talented people making videos in this decade. And I've looked for other people outside of us. And you know, there's a laugh here and there, but when you can laugh so hard during a video that you have to literally pause that motherfucker and put your phone down and walk away, like only the beef sector can elicit that type of giddiness and laughter from me. You know? Bertha May. Bertha say, what gangster Kia car? Girl, and they were making some statements over there because Rick Reed said that even if, you know, that was the video she was going to try to use at Judge Mathis, like they don't have any evidence. She's gotten rid of the car. She may, I don't know if she got that fixed or not. You know, it was just a scratch and a couple of like little pop, like how we was talking about Jay Wilson be popping lyric with the rolled up newspaper. That's how that nigga popped the car a couple times and maybe put a scratch or two on it. So if she didn't get that fixed, then there's no bill for compensation, which is probably another reason why she's trying to sue for emotional distress, because she never got that fixed. The car was in an accident not too long ago and totaled not too long after that situation. So, and then she got the new car. Yeah, and it's been ongoing for years, Storm. So for the sector, I would say that they should do it because, I mean, just the history between those two and the things that'll come out and the things that'll come out that we don't know. Because y'all know these professional YouTuber beefers, they hold a lot of shit close to the chest. Just because they've done 40 hours of talking about a bitch and dragging a bitch doesn't mean that we know all the information to be known. They be holding shit real close to their chest and coming out with shit years later, like with James and Sean. Every time they kind of circle back and get back into it with each other, them niggas be putting out new information that we never knew previously because they hold shit close to the chest. Dirty Church Shoe says our sector is electric and creative, but yeah, there's a but, Dirty Church Shoe. But it's fucking dangerous. Danger! Like all my friends outside of the beef sector that know about this page know about the fucking rules. Okay? Like my friend that came in here, Krista, the one that came in here earlier, she's an outside friend. But you best believe she knows the fucking rules. You see, she didn't do too much. She didn't say too much. She didn't drop no names. She know the rules over here because I love my people and I want to protect my people. So I tell them the rules and I look at them sternly in the face and make sure they understand. If you can't follow the rules, don't even fucking drop down over here because you will be in danger. It'll be funny for some of us, but you will be in danger. And also, I feel like us over here in the beef sector, we have what people would like to call a dark sense of humor. You cannot not have a dark sense of humor and be over here. You have to be the person that will laugh at the old lady with the walker in the store. She slips and falls on the egg and she busts her ass. Like that's who we are. We are the people who laughs at that old bitch who falls in the store. Now we will still go over there and help her up, but not before we get a good chuckle in. Right? Who in here is not going to laugh if they see an old lady take a tumble in the parking lot later today? I'll run over there and help her, but I'm damn sure giggling and sniggling to myself. So, hold on, let me see. Hold on, y'all, real quick. I'm almost done, y'all. All right. So let's see. Kipper said, Dimwit Demi, please stop getting drunk and getting dumped. You look like a 55-year-old woman. Oh, Chipper, Chipper, Chipper. You know, I wasn't going to talk about the girl. But I was over in her live the other day, and I'm like, why the fuck do Demi look my age? And her ass is like 31. I'm just going to chalk it up to she working long hours and she drinking a lot of alcohol, child. Dirty church shoes. I be having to be specific with some of my bitches. They ask me a one sentence question and bitch all type of paragraph. That's a Libra in me though. We do a lot. We do a lot. Or we do nothing at all. You either get the extreme of a lot or the doubly extreme of nothing. But all right, guys, I think that is it for my notes anyway. Yeah, I don't have nothing else on here as far as notes, and niggas is steady going live. Like Rick Reed is live right now about Jay Wilson. So that is where I'm going after we get out of here. And I got my note and my pen ready to take some notes over there on that shit. Excuse me, guys. Chipper says, Tricky D, I saw the PPP loan. Ooh, what she get a PPP loan for? Chipper? This the first I heard of this. I got the damn hiccups. Y'all know I love getting the hiccups on live. Crazy shit. It's a conspiracy. Cover the blind lady. What blind lady? Who blind? Thank me later. And hey, girl. Who blind? Did I miss something? And Chipper, I'm still waiting on you. What the PPP loan Tracy D got? What business she had to get the PPP? Ooh. Got for his janitorial business now is after he lost his career job for being a drunk and crashing. Oh, did he lose his job? Chow. Because I remember the flipped over car and all that nonsense. It wasn't, I don't know, was he a police officer or he worked for the police office or something? I don't know. I always got the feeling, like from what was said, that he was a meter maid. Excuse me. But even as a meter maid, you still wear the uniform and you still got a weapon on your side. Because that bitch in Charleston who used to write me all them fucking tickets when I was in college, that bitch had a weapon on her side, which is the only thing that kept my lips sealed. Slick chick. Is the bitch blind? I've been hearing rumblings about the bitch. I've been seeing they've been drilling her for being over in people's Zooms and shit. Like, that's an issue. That's some stupid shit. And she's a stupid bitch for sitting up there letting them even fucking question and drill her. Like, what? Where were you bitches raised to where you will sit on a panel and let somebody fucking question you that ain't gave you a goddamn dime? But whatever. Bitch won't be me. Won't the fuck be me. So that part of the whole thing pissed me off, and I had to leave just for that alone. Because this grown ass bitch is sitting up here dare to let somebody fucking question her about where she spends her money and where she spends her fucking time. And ain't nobody sent the bitch a dime on her Comcast bill. They ain't even running her fucking Cash App, but they got nerve to question her like they sitting in goddamn First 48 offices. So I had to leave because that shit, just that part of it really got into my crawl, bitch. And raised up my blood pressure and irked it my goddamn spirit. Exactly, Brooklyn Star. Exactly. I've been told these bitches, if you want to clock where I go and how I go and how long I'm there, I'll send you the bill. I will gladly send you the fucking bill. And once it's paid, you got full control of where I go and what I do and who I say and who I talk to, et cetera, et cetera. But until that date and time, mind your fucking business. All right, y'all. It is 12:30. And I got the hiccups because I'm hungry for lunch. 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. I know we got people all across the country. I'll talk to y'all later. This was super fun. She clicks links but just sits there. It's a lot of bitches who clicks links and just sits there. So that ain't really nothing they could drag her about specifically. It's a lot of bitches that clicks links and just sits there. What about that just read my book? Isn't that just read my book, bitch, one of they friends? Don't that bitch get her ugly ass up there on camera, clicking links, just fucking sitting there, adding nothing, doing nothing, saying nothing, fucking up people's visuals, combing through her fucking Blanca looking ass hair. Do y'all remember Blanca from Street Fighter? That green fucking thing that rolled up in a ball and had that like spiky, crazy fucking hair? That's what that bitch looks like, but in brown. Sitting up there twisting that shit up for hours on end, really doing nothing with it. That bitch stayed playing in her head and the shit never looked like nothing. Or is it just me? Is it just to fuck me? So until they check that bitch, they need to leave everybody the fuck else alone. And on that note, I'm out. Thank y'all so much for watching. Thank y'all for liking the video this time. I didn't have to freak the fuck out and leave early. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll talk to y'all a couple days. It depends on how long it take me to get some good notes saved up. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you, everyone. If I didn't speak to you, charge it to my mind and not my heart, bitch. All right. Y'all have a great day. Peace.